Oh my goodness. 2017 has been a fantastic year for gaming so far, with hit after hit being released. And the thing is, all of them are just these large, meaty experiences that you can really sink your teeth into. And I've really been waiting for games like that. Not the least of which, however, is Guerrilla Games' newest IP, Horizon Zero Dawn. It has become PlayStation 4's single best selling new IP. As you can tell, I'm a fan of Horizon Zero Dawn. I think this is very well earned. It's a brand new game from Sony Worldwide Studios that both critics and fans alike all can generally agree this is a fantastic game. Top tier, one of PlayStation 4's greatest exclusives, and possibly one of the best games to ever come out of Sony Worldwide Studios. And I can't wait to see what Guerrilla Games comes out with next, and if they continue the world building, the story of Horizon Zero Dawn. What's more impressive than the game itself to me though is the fact that this game, being a brand new IP, this very strange premise, very video gamey sci-fi world, is being received so well by a general gaming audience. It's not to say games with weird and crazy premises and worlds don't do well, but typically when it's a new IP, it's kind of a slow burn. You get that core fan base and it kind of proliferates outward, and you gain more and more fans as, you know, hearsay and word of mouth. Now, a large open world RPG where you fight robot monsters and animals sounds very good on paper, but it can be a hard sell to a lot of people, a lot of more casual fans, and you really need that to bolster the sales of a lot of AAA games, but this one apparently doesn't have a problem doing that. Obviously, you can attribute a lot of its success to the marketing, but I haven't seen anything particularly special about the marketing of this game versus other PlayStation exclusives. Whatever happened, it worked. I don't know what the secret sauce is that Guerrilla Games and PlayStation had, but it's working. You know, revealing the game, you know, way ahead of its launch back in, I think, 2015, and just kind of, you know, having trailers lead up to the period it was released, but really just kind of coming out with the game and letting the game speak for itself, not really showing us too much of it. And that's really a really bold move by both Guerrilla Games and PlayStation. I hope that Sony comes out with more games like this. I hope that Nintendo, Microsoft, all the first parties come out with ambitious titles such as this. I hope the success of Horizon Zero Dawn leads all publishers to start taking risks with new games and new IP, because while there are a lot of mechanics in Horizon Zero Dawn that are familiar, that, you know, borrow from other open world games, Horizon Zero Dawn is innovative in its combat system, which is extremely deep, and in its world, it's very interesting, and the type of science fiction story it is it has a lot of original elements to it. A lot of it's stuff we've seen before. You know, it's post-apocalyptic. The plan to recover from that is very different from what we've seen before in a lot of science fiction, and I think it's a really interesting story. I think it's a very fun game, and I hope we get more. Of course, I couldn't make my first video in a while and not talk about the Nintendo Switch. It's been released, we've been waiting for it, and so far so good. It's sold more than 1.5 million already within its release window, and Nintendo have announced that they are going to be upping the production to 16 million units. Now, it's no secret that Nintendo's typical strategy is to create artificial scarcity, where they produce very little at the beginning and then they up production over time. But it's cool that Nintendo is announcing that they're really going to be producing a lot and that they're confident in this system. It's their biggest console launch in history, even surpassing the launch of systems such as the 3DS and the DS Lite. So that's very cool. I'm excited for Nintendo. It kind of feels like they're back. I've been playing Legend of Zelda, not on the Switch, haven't got one yet. Been playing it on the Wii U, which is a console that I really do not like, but I had to play this game. Point of this video is I'm excited. Nintendo is upping production to meet the demand. And I repeat, the demand for their new console. That's not something that we have heard for a big Nintendo console release, you know, since the Wii. And it's been a while since the Wii. You know, the Wii U was largely not a financial success for Nintendo. So in addition to the Nintendo Switch, Legend of Zelda is great, and they are hoping, they're predicting that they are going to sell over 10 million within a 12-month period of the Nintendo Switch's release. That's bold, it's a bold prediction, but judging by how it's selling now, I think they can do it. But it really just depends on the games that come out after this. A lot of the system seller is Zelda. People are really loving that game. It's getting 10 out of 10s. It's above 90 on Metacritic. It's insane how much love this game is getting. Now, as for the reasons why, politics, I'm not gonna get into it, but the bottom line, it's a great game, and it's from Nintendo, and it feels like they're back. So I hope they take hold of this. I hope we get more information about what their plan is for the Nintendo Switch down the line. I hope we don't have to wait until fall for the next big game, which for me is Mario. You know, there's stuff coming out before that. I'm not really into Splatoon, stuff like that, but you know, a lot of people are. But hopefully at E3 we get a big presentation. I'm not really too fond of the Nintendo Directs, to be honest. But hopefully, even if it is a pre-made video, I hope it's a big update, a big video for the Nintendo Switch and what Nintendo has planned for the future of this exciting piece of hardware. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. It's been a while since I uploaded. Hopefully I remain more consistent. I said I was in the past video. I'm not gonna just say that now because I just really need to just do it more than say it. So hopefully I get that figured out. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Comment in the comment section down below, what do you think about Horizon Zero Dawn and how successful it's been, and the Nintendo Switch. Do you have a Nintendo Switch? Do you plan on getting a Nintendo Switch? Have you played Legend of Zelda? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, subscribe for more content such as this. I do plan on making more in the future, but as I said, I'm not going to come out and say when it's going to come out, but hopefully soon. Well, as always, stay super, and I'll see you in the next video.